the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Spartans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's Maddox. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first now. Let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Finds his big tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the single running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snags it at the 30, still running. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. These are the type of throws that can make the Spartan offense feel invincible.
I mean, just go to the next level. You know you're going to get a heavy dose of the run game, but when you can complete these passes down the field, you will have all Michigan State fans. Go green. Go white. Go green. Go white.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He might want another play. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Gore. Touchdown, Michigan State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's Maddox. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Right on target this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. New set of downs after the completion.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This feels like four-down territory, third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Rebels will have it first and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Spartans moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught behind the line. It's Gore. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll run the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Past the 45. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quickly complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On the run, it's Gore. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the...
There he goes! And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Spartans are rolling down the field.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy...
He's loose. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gore. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's got it on the move. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Spartans. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. And tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. Tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Rides to back on the option, the give. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Using the quick game. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Maddox. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Safe completion on the screen. After 45 on his way. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Barker. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Now from inside the red zone. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And they'll get him down inside the 5 with this offense powering toward a score. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Flushed out of the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Sparty! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to pass, it's Maddox. Right on the money. Bust through behind his pad. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Here's the handoff. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab on the left. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. They punt it away on fourth down. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Spartans will hustle to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Makes the catch. It's Barker. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a catch. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch him. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. He's got an open man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Looking to the big tight end. That's reeled in, it's Bradley. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Complete in the middle. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Michigan State has the ball back. Comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Barker. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Well, that is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Spartans! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best?
Lofts one deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with second down coming. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Tight end finds a soft spot. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. The snap sets up the throw. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good.
Oh, they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. It came down to the final quarter. Much plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.